Corey Bailey is a subscriber to the channel and he's a Patreon member. He's quietly having a good season, averaging 21 points and 10 assists. His leadership on the floor and off the floor has Montverde emerging as the number 5 team in the nation right now. This week, Montverde Academy takes a trip to the Bay Area, California to play against Prolific Prep. And right now, Corey Bailey is putting up some shots before they hop on the plane and go out to Cali. Corey Bailey is excited to see San Francisco for the first time. He's been on the West Coast a couple of times, but never in the Bay. So Corey and Montverde got on a flight to Cali strictly for a business trip. Some of Corey's family members went to San Francisco for the game, so they picked him up from the airport in a rental car. But they were a little concerned just by the way this plane landed. They thought that Corey and his teammates might have gotten into an accident. Luckily they were safe though. It's time for them to win some basketball games. The rental car that they picked Corey up in was his black Range Rover. Corey thought that the car was nice and it smelled good as well. Had that new car smell even though it's a rental. Riding through the city, Corey noticed some things that he didn't expect from San Francisco. 1, a lot of the buildings are old. 2, he thought he was about to get into a car accident every second. After going sightseeing with his family, meeting up with his team, going over the game plan for this game, it's time for this basketball game to start. Montverde versus Prolific Prep. Before the game starts, I just want y'all to know, anybody with a period on their last name, that means they're a subscriber to the channel. Anybody with an apostrophe next to their name, that means that they're a Patreon member. But we are here live at Napa Valley College, Northern California. Montverde, Prolific Prep. 2-0 early on. Corey Bailey brings the ball up. And if y'all don't know this, my man Corey Bailey got them Florida dreads. Gave it to Ross. Ross catch and shoot. Assist to start the game off of Corey Bailey. When I watched Corey Bailey all season, one thing that stands out to me is his ability to pass the ball up to his open teammates. Like right here. Gave him a wide open look, but he ends up missing. Montverde players normally make that. This isn't your typical high school basketball team where guys miss open shots. They normally knock those down. For some reason, Montverde struggled to hit open shots early on in this game. Corey Bailey decided that maybe a contested shot might work, but it didn't. Down 5-8. Gave the ball to C.R. Manson. Gave the ball back to Corey Bailey. 10 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Gave it to Ross. Catch and shoot. Got that to go through. Teammates making shots now. See how easy it gets. Montverde gets the rebound. Corey Bailey gets the ball on the fast break. Easy 2 points. Low-key cherry pick right there. Up 10-8 over Prolific Prep. And Corey Bailey's all over him in the backcourt. Nowhere to go. Smothering him. Low-key caused him an 8-second violation, but he got the ball off just in time. Gave it to Latrigo Lewis, a subscriber to the channel that has a period for some reason. Carmani Bates, subscriber to the channel in the post. Gave him a little pump fake, trying to get some separation. Gave him a fadeaway. That was a tough bucket right there. He had to work for that. Scores tied 10-10. Corey Bailey's getting double teamed. Gave it to an open man. Gets the ball back, shoots it from 3, knocked down. Stop playing with this young man. Getting buckets out here. It was a 2-pointer, but it is what it is. Forcing Prolific Prep to call a timeout. Great play by the Montverde Eagles out here on the West Coast. Bad decision right here. Corey Bailey got an easy steal. Fast break. 3-on-3. Passes it out to Love. Love has the rock. Going with his left. Corey Bailey has a wide open 3, but he misses. I said earlier, Montverde players knock down those shots. You got to make that if you play for Montverde. He made that tough shot right there. Corey Bailey should have made a wide open one. But they have a 10-2 run right now. Montverde looking good. They were down 5-8, came back up on him. Corey Bailey showing you his great skills on defense. Latrigo Lewis has the ball. Behind the back. Ends up getting a turnover. Montverde, fast break. Corey Bailey has the rock. Going to his left. Trying to finish with his left and just makes a mistake. Ends up getting rid of the ball. Up by 3. Game clock winding down. First quarter. 15-12. Corey Bailey has the rock right in front of Latrigo Lewis. Going to his right. Crossover. Going to his left. In and out. Step back. Contested shot. Big time. Big time shot right there by Corey Bailey. Not a lot of space to make that. Right before the half. Clutches up. But now he's going to need to clutch up just a little bit more. They're down by 4 with 120 left to go in the half. Gives it to his teammate. Knocks down the 3-pointer. Still down by 3. 45 seconds left in the first half. Early in this game, I said I love how Corey Bailey has the ability to find wide open guys. He did it once again, but he ends up missing. Luckily for Montverde, they got the rebound and the stop right before the half. Corey Bailey has a chance, takes a wide open three, but he misses. Actually bricked it. He had a chance to make a high percentage shot if he just stepped in just a little bit, but it is what it is. Montverde down by 3 to start the third quarter. Wolf Hendricks has the ball in the post, backing him down, gives it to Corey Bailey, catch and shoot, knocked down. Tied the game up. He only got 2 points? Could have swore that was a 3-pointer. I don't know what he did right there, falling for the shot, but sent this shot right here. His teammate must have been on something, because he just threw the ball. Just wasted a possession for no reason. Just wasted Corey Bailey's block. But they're down by 1. 5:10 left to go in the third. Corey Bailey cross him up. It's obvious that Prolific Prep strategy is to surround him. They double teamed him. Tried to find an open man. Didn't want to take that shot. Corey Bailey decides to take it for himself, but he ends up missing. Down by 3. 4:33 left to go in the third. And Prolific Prep has been way better than Montverde at shooting the ball in this game. Ross has the rock. Ross gives it to C.R. Madison. Gives it back to Ross. Gives it to Corey Bailey. 3-pointer. Got that to fall through. Tie game. 11 points for Corey Bailey. I thought he scored just a little bit more. But 11 points ain't bad. Forced him to call a timeout right there. 5 for 10 so far in this game. But Prolific Prep will score 2 points of their own when they got the ball back. And one thing I will say about Prolific Prep, they play some good defense. Like what they're doing to Corey Bailey is not an easy task. Staying with him step for step is extremely difficult to do. C.R. Madison has the rock. Gives it back to Corey Bailey. Trying to find some space. Good pass to Hendricks. Gave it back to C.R. C.R. got that 3-pointer to go through. This game has lived up to the hype so far. Back and forth game. Montverde is only up by 1. 2:30 left to go in the third. Corey Bailey's trying to figure out what he wants to do. They're playing great zone defense on him, so he gives it up to C.R. Madison. Ross hit him with the pump fake. Drives to the lane. Nice bucket. C.J. Ross, a subscriber to the channel, puts him up by 3. 39-36. Corey Bailey finds Ross once again. He gives it back. Corey Bailey takes a shot. Ends up missing though. Even though he's had some good buckets, had some tough buckets in this game, he's definitely struggled from the floor just a little bit. Up by 3. 1:35 left. Corey Bailey gives it to Ross. Corey Bailey is geeking to get the ball back with some separation. He was going to shoot it right there. Gave it back to Ross. He ends up missing. Back and forth game. Prolific Prep. A chance to tie. Williams pulls up. Knockdown. Okay. Tie game. Forces Montverde to call a timeout. 1:04 left to go in the third. Shot clock winding down. 5 seconds. Gave it to Corey Bailey. Hit him with a pump fake behind the back. You gotta shoot the ball, bruh. What he doing? And he ends up getting benched because of that. He's back in the game now, and he tries to make it up immediately by shooting this shot and got it to fall through. This has been a back and forth game all the way. I would not be surprised if it came down to the last shot. 43-43. Corey Bailey moving without the ball, off the inbound, gave it to him, has a clean look, decides not to take the shot. Gives it back to his teammate, shot clock winding down. Corey Bailey shoots it with a hand in his face. Contested shot. This has been an extremely entertaining ball game. It's like two heavyweights going blow for blow. Tie game, 45-45, 3 minutes left. Corey Bailey brings the rock up. And once again, they have great defense on this young man. It's almost like it's nothing that he can do. He's trying to go somewhere. He gonna have to get the ball up. But just when you give him a little bit of space, he knocks down a 3-point shot right in your face. 48-45. Montverde up. Switch to a 2-3 zone on defense, but it doesn't matter. They're gonna have to call a timeout. Everyone says you gotta stop number 2 in order to win the game. Well, that's a lot easier said than done. Latrigo Lewis has the rock. Gives it up to Crawford. Crawford is getting guarded by Corey Bailey. Corey Bailey has great defense right here behind the back, and Crawford lays it up, and it looked like that took no effort at all. Very tough bucket. He had to work for that. Montverde up. Prolific Prep. A chance to take the lead. Ends up missing. Gives it to Bailey. Bailey has the rock. Finds Ross for a wide open shot. Decides not to take it. Trying to go to the lane. Bailey catch and shoot. Misses, but they got the rebound. Misses again, got the rebound once again. Gave it to Corey Bailey. 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They up by 1. Should try to milk a little bit of time, but get the best shot selection that they can possibly get. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. They double team him. Ross gives it to C.R. Madison. He's open. Knocked down. 51-47. Made him call a timeout. Montverde doing their thing. You keep on double teaming Corey Bailey, he gonna make you pay for it every single time. Wolf Hendricks, tough bucket. Up and under. My subscribers are going off in this game. Both sides, Montverde and Prolific Prep. 1:30 left to go in the fourth. Corey Bailey and his teammates playing good zone defense. Williams Jefferson shoots the three-pointer, but he ends up missing. Rebound, Montverde. 1:15 left to go in the fourth. Critical possession for both teams. This is where Montverde can put the game out of reach. This is where Prolific Prep can stop them, make it a one-score game. A play needs to be made. Who's gonna make it? Corey Bailey gives it to Ross. Ross gives it to John Jones. Knocked down. 55-49. That might be wraps. Especially if they don't score right here. Corey Bailey steals the ball. Gives it to his teammate. 50 seconds left. C.R. Manson has the rock. I would just give it to Corey Bailey. Let him do his thing. 15 seconds left to go in the fourth. They're up by 6. This is another critical possession. Somebody needs to make a play. He's getting double teamed. Ross shoots the 3. Big bucket. 58-49. Up by 9. And that pretty much seals the game. 9 seconds left. They just going to let this time wind down. I think the shot clock is going to hit zeros before the game clock. Shoots the ball late. Makes the shot. Could have padded his stats a little bit. But that's going to be the end of the ball game. Montverde comes out from Florida. Comes to the Bay Area, California. Hands Prolific Prep a loss. They got an argument to be the #1 team in the country. Them on IMG. I don't know. Corey Bailey was obviously the player of the game. Best player on the floor. Nice finger roll layups like this. Great jump shots. Steals. Look at this contested shot. That was a big time bucket. Don't get me wrong, he had some struggles in this game. But when he needed to make a play, when his team needed to play, #2 was always there. And that's why they're going to leave this game with a victory. Like I said earlier, anybody that has a period next to the name, that means that they're a subscriber to the channel. Anybody that has an apostrophe next to their name means that they're a Patreon member. Even though Latrigo Lewis right here is a Patreon member, for some reason I still got the period next to their name. I should be able to change that soon. Corey Bailey, 18 points, no rebounds though. Not good. 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, 8 for 18 from the floor. Not his best shooting performance, but he made some clutch buckets. But yeah, anyways, this Reezy here with the Reason Sports Network. Make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all comment on the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. And make sure you click on the post notification bell too. Stay tuned to the end of the video if you want to be one of the players in some of my videos. And make sure you comment on my videos if you want to be featured. You can be a character in the Reason Sports Network universe. We make content for high school, college, and the pros. You can submit a form. The link will be in the description. However, if you sign up with Patreon, you'll have a lot more customization and control over your character. The link will be in the description. If you want to see a great 1v1 between one of the best players in Florida versus one of the best players in Georgia, then click this video right here. Or you can see every single Patreon My Career video if you click on the playlist above.